Stu from UAVfutures here, and today, well, we've got a pretty crazy video. Get set to get stunned. It's been a while, but we've got something special saved up for your viewers. I'm going to show you right now how my ranking went from like 500 something into the top 10 of DRL racing on the sim. It is pretty ridiculous if I don't say so myself, and I'm going to tell you the #1 secret that you can have to just get some crazy, just insane lap times and pretty cool footage on the sim. So what I'm going to do right now, before we jump back here, I'm just going to roll a sneak peek that you're going to see of some sim footage, and let me tell you, is it not, I want to know, thumbs up. Let's play a little game. If it blows your mind, thumbs up. If it doesn't blow your mind, well, just unsubscribe, thumbs down, leave me a negative comment, because I guarantee most people are going to flip their lid when they see the type of piloting we've got. So let's do it. Roll that, I guess, recorded footage, and then we're going to be back here in 3, 2, 1. Rightio, so here it is. Here's my secret. We've got IQ 0, that's what you fly under, or Gabe, and essentially you're the world #1 DRL pilot on the sim. I should clarify that part, but right, what we're going to do, bit of an interview style. I'm going to ask Gabe a bunch of questions, mostly about the sim, how he got flying, how he got into this hobby, all that sort of stuff, because it's not every day that I kind of get to meet a world champion. Well, I do get to meet Thomas BMS, I guess, BMS Webb, and Grange is representing China. So here's a different bit of a segue. Shout out to the Eastside crew, because I'm going to say they have the best pilots in the world, especially per capita, because we've got like Grange is killing it, he's about to go represent. Thomas won the IO.
We've also got Heapsy, who's been killing it.
Yep. You're like the world #1 DRL pilot, so it's crazy for such a small population size of drone pilots. It seems like we're killing it, and it's just up the road. I'm pretty lucky to have this resource close by. But we're here. It's Gabe. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. We're doing Gabe. So let's start off. How did you get involved with flying the sim so much? Because I've seen the skills, and we just saw the skills on there, and it is ridiculous. So how did you get involved with that?
It was probably started all 2 to 3 years ago. I watched an old Sharpoo video of him racing through some abandoned warehouses, and I was just like, I was blown away. I wanted to get into this as soon as I possibly could. Instantly that night, I went on Googled all the parts needed to make a drone, and my jaw dropped. It was like $500, like an entry price. And for a
I remember starting at that. Yeah, that's probably the same videos I was watching as well.
Yeah, for a like 14-year-old, that's like not even a thought. You can't pay that. So I bought the sim, and it was FPV freeride, and I just started practicing, and I was hooked. Every day I'd practice, try to get a little bit faster and a little bit faster till it became pretty much an addiction.
So what do you mean? What do you mean, like addiction? I feel like when you say not on the leaderboard, do you mean like just when you're learning to fly and you can see yourself getting better, or?
Yeah, seeing your progress and being able to maneuver the quad exactly how you think is like really satisfying, especially when it becomes smooth and fast.
Did you ever think that you'd be the #1 in the world?
Not a chance. I didn't even think I'd be able to power loop a tree.
That used to be a big trick back in the day. Right, so, and then how did you get into DRL specifically? Because that's the one where you've absolutely dominated the board.
DRL is significant and unique for me. They've actually got something called the tryouts, which they hold every year. Whoever wins these tryouts actually makes it to become a professional pilot in the next DRL season. Me being a little bit naive, tried to get the best time I could. I got 7th in the end, got an invitation to Las Vegas, but a few weeks later got the news that they don't actually accept pilots under the age of 18.
Right. So, but you might have been there.
I might have been there. I was a little bit older. Would have been good fun.
Does it? Do you think the sim, because you couldn't afford to build your own drone, is that also why you got into DRL?
Yeah, 100%. The sim's a cheap alternative to learn the skills, and without breaking your drone, I guess. You can learn to fly at a pretty high level and not risk any money.
All right, besides a $20 small investment. Okay, radio. So next question, this is probably a big one, and a lot of people out there I tell to practice the sim all the time, but you're someone in a unique situation where if you've been flying the sim so much, how was it? And you've only really just got like your funds and got everything to get your actual kits up, right? So you've only just started flying very, very recently, like the last month or two, like in real life?
My maiden flight probably happened 4 months ago.
Yep. And how did you find the transition from just dominating the sim to then actually going out in real life and buying like your kit and that sort of stuff?
The basic like movement mechanics and staying in the air is fine. The sim translates that 100% perfectly. The biggest issue is the fear of crashing. That's like a big hurdle that you have to get over. Unfortunately, the best way to get over it is to crash hard and just like rebuild your quads. And the less you care for your quads, the more confident you will be to fly them faster, and that's when you really start to see the results.
And I've heard a lot of people say that too. Like, and it's very, I know this sounds so hypocritical or something for me, just fly until it crashes and all that sort of stuff, because I have a large arsenal of crafts to use. But even when I didn't, I feel like Trev always says, Grumpy Trev, if you're not crashing, then you're not learning. So.
If you're not crashing, you're not flying fast enough.
Right. So, and very quickly, so what are you actually flying?
So this is the Quad Racer God mode. It's a
which is another Melbourne frame, so very
it's
local
a frame
voice.
Made locally in Melbourne. I'm running the Zing motors from iFlight, the Zing 60 amp 4-in-1 ESC, the Bluetooth flight controller with 2 gyros,
Who's
also
that
from iFlight.
Yep. Okay. So pretty much like lots of iFlight stuff.
Lots of iFlight stuff. Then I've got the TBS
6S or 4S?
6S. This is my old quad was 4S. This one's now 6S.
I'll have to put a picture on the screen too. Oh, how do you feel? Can you notice a difference? What do the quads on the Sims feel like they're flying? Or do they not fly true to life like these things as much?
I don't know. It's like the fly characteristics feel the same. They're not perfect, but I couldn't put my finger on what the difference is.
Alrighty, yeah. And then I guess finally I should say, because this is a bit of a random video too, I just thought it might be something interesting for you guys to check out, a little bit different. I was definitely excited. I learned a lot watching you fly in the sim. I learned there's a lot of repeats. So sometimes when you see those top times, like you are shaving the smallest increment of time off, and if you have the smallest nick, where I'd be happy, my lap times would be super slow, but you're like, no, restart, and you got to go again, because if you don't get those perfect lines, there's no way to get up there with those really, really fast
From
ones.
all like the highlight videos, you almost think that these good pilots like are perfect and never crash, but it's quite the opposite. I reckon just in the filming of this video, I probably crashed close to 50 plus times.
Definitely, the success rate seems like 1 or 2% per lap, and then
especially when you're going for the really, really top times in a short amount of time.
So and I did kind of put you under the pump. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Look, I'm going to put a link to your channel down below somewhere, and also I think you want to give it a shout out. You said you had some stuff from iFlight and China Hobby Line as well.
Huge shout out to iFlight and China Hobby Line for helping me get in the air with my 6S builds. So thank you so much.
They're going to be linked down below, and also I know on our Discord, this is where we actually started chatting, because you popped into Discord and you said, hey, have you ever flown this sim? And we're talking about it, and then lo and behold, it turns out you're like the world number one. So and then here we are in the studio, but also you're quite often on there doing some sim practice and stuff. So if people want to jump in, talk to Discord, get some tips, well, they can jump in there. They can either watch you live streaming, or they can verse you and all that sort of stuff and have a chat over Discord. So if you haven't done it, and I'm also going to see if I can put some codes to some sims somewhere down below. I'm not too sure. I have to hit up DRL or find out what they're going on to find those codes, but they'll be somewhere. But on that, hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to roll some more flight footage as well for some other sim practice and stuff, and I'll get some of your videos, because I know that one where you're trying to fly upside down is just blowing my mind.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous. How did you even learn to do that? Like, why did you think I'm going to go upside down here?
I just thought, like, I felt lazy one day. I didn't want to do a 180, so I was like, let's just fly upside down. I think do you think that you could do that, you could transition that into the race in real life, or it's not viable? I don't think it's worth the risk. I think it takes a lot of tries and takes a lot of time to get, and it probably isn't even faster. It's just, it looks nice.
It does. Fancy. It does look cool. So I'll put that at the end of this video too, hopefully. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely subscribe for more FPV related content. And as always, happy simming or happy flying. Any last words? I'm coming for you on the leaderboard too. I'm going to see if I can knock off any of your times.
I'm a bit worried.
My times were actually awfully slow. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that different video. Huge shout out to Gabe for coming down. Give him a thumbs up if you enjoyed his footage, and kind of frustrating just how talented kids are these days. So I don't know, if you've got some nice comments, stick them down below, because I'm sure he's going to read them. But other than that, all that other stuff, and as always, happy flying.
He's almost done it. I think he might now hold more #1 spots than Robo. I'm not sure. I haven't checked it yet. But all right, so here's IQ Zeros, or now what the FPVs. #1 time on Mardi Gras World, where he's gonna pull some magic. Let's see what he does. All right. Yep, through that float.
That's good.
Wow.
Oh, you serious?
Wow. Wow.
Told you.
Upside down.
He's an animal. Like, you don't even notice when he comes back from inversion.
What?
Wow.
Dude, I think I need to be a coach.
Is he flying? He looks like he's flying a really wide FOV too.
Oh, yeah.
That is
That is
bonkers.
pretty amazing.
Isn't he like just a missile?
All right.
What is
all right.
this kid even?
Okay. All right. Let's go back. Let's watch this at
Oh,
normal
down
speed,
for us
50%.
Can we see that in orbit as well?
Yeah.
In slow-mo?
You need to study this line, don't you?
All right. So here he is, inverted. Look at that drone. It's basically flying.
Flat.
Wow.
Yeah. I got him to try it at 90-degree up tilt too, like he was
Like-
flying a plane.
'Kay, not only did he do it, he destroyed the leaderboard time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one thing like, oh, check out this cool maneuver. Like, he did it and destroyed the time by like...
Turned it into a line.
Wow.
Show up.
Okay, let's watch that
show up.
back
He was
in.
talking about one day what a drone could fly like if you didn't have to worry about where the pilot having to see is.
This is slow
I
motion right
think
here.
this is it. Yeah.
I can't even see where the he's going. Now, okay, keep in mind, guys, that we're not looking at his camera angle. We're looking at a default camera angle. It's not. He may be flying a higher camera angle, which is why he's able to see
He was
better.
at 60 degrees up tilt, and I believe
still-
he was counting the lights, or looking at the lights on the top and using that for when to turn.
Wait, he changed his name to Upshift? What the going on here?
That
Yeah.
that was before he. That was just before he changed his name to WTF PV.
Let's watch that in real time. Let's go back to 100%
I think
time.
it's still upshift.
He changes it to WTF. Oh my lord!
That's real time?
This is
Like,
full
so,
speed now.
like, I mean,
Yeah,
the crazy part is he goes through the doorway and then up over the rafters. So he's already upside down, and then he has to maneuver up higher to
And-
go over the rafters and then back down.
You know what? Here,
The 60
let me
degrees,
just tell you
flying
something.
it like a
Wait,
plane.
and he does it twice, right?
You took the words out of my
Yeah.
mouth. I was gonna say not only does he does it one fucking time, but then he comes around for the second lap and executes it flawlessly a second time. Get the out of here!
This kid is going to be one of your next pros. I
Now, wait a
guarantee
second.
it.
He could be good on leaderboards, but he's got to come in
I've
and
seen
race
his
with the
IRL
pressure.
flying. He
Yeah,
doesn't. It doesn't apply to him. I've
He's
seen
in
it. It's
Australia
insane.
too, right?
Yeah. No, he's got like terrible internet, so he can't really show off anything. He can't really download anything. He's just got, he goes balls out. He's 16, by the way.
Yeah, it's nuts.
This is what I was talking about before when I had mentioned like the next generation, the ones that are just growing up with it and its innate nature.
Right. He's got. I wonder what rates he's using too. It seems like he's flying fast rates.
I think he was on pretty quick one.
You can tell he's pretty twitch.
But he's
Jesus
also
Christ.
completely locked in.
That's
You see
just
those little
unbelievable.
micro corrections and boom.
The guy's a beast, man.